I was sent this tiny little voice recorder for the purpose of making this video, and I was previously sent this one in a keychain style, and I was actually very impressed with this. So my expectations for this one are high. Now this is a mini voice recorder. It supports or comes with 64 gigabytes of onboard memory. It's got a duration of 25 hours of recording time and 750 hours of standby time. So pretty good. It's actually better in terms of hours than this one. Capacity is the same. This one is also 64 gigabytes. So anyway, the focus is this one right here. Now this one is branded as TinyTech, whereas this one is branded as TCTEC, but as far as I'm concerned, they're the same company, as the same company sent both of these to me, and they have the same address and whatnot. So anyway, I digress a little. Let's just see what's inside the box. And nothing here. So we got an accessory package and we got the device itself. As you can see, it is really, really tiny. It's just over an inch wide and just over 2 inches tall. Okay, and the thickness, well, I guess it's like a quarter of an inch or even less. So really, really tiny, very comfortable. It is plastic from what I can tell. Let's see. I'm not sure if, actually I think it's aluminum. All right. So you get a switch here to power it off. It's in the default position. On, it starts recording, and VA is voice activation. Okay, and it has a very tiny hole where you can insert a very sharp object to reset it in case you need to. All right. It charges by USB-C and is also the interface that you use to connect it to your computer. So very, very straightforward. I'm going to turn it on so that we can switch the audio from this recorder and the microphone, computer microphone that I'm using right now. So I am looking for a visual cue, as this other one had an LED light that will let me know that it's recording. This one is not giving me any visual cues from what I can tell. And I'm handling it too much, so if it's recording, I don't want that noise to be captured here. So I'm just going to set it right here. And I think the microphones are this little holes right here, because this one is the reset one. So this little hole should be the microphone, and I'm going to just try to set it so that the microphones are somewhat pointing in my general direction, so this way. And I'm going to take a look at what's in the package, what else is in the package, as this is recording. And again, I'm going to be switching the audio between my microphone, which is a dynamic microphone, a Maono PD200X, and this one. So I'm going to be switching. I'm going to be letting you know right here which microphone is being listened to at any given moment. Okay, unless for some reason this is not recording, which I doubt. All right, so what else is in the package? Oh, we got a shiny USB-C to USB-A cable, a short one. This should be for either charging or for transferring data, or both, maybe. And we got a audio dongle. Now the keychain style also comes with one of these, and from that I know that it only works with the recorder. So it does not work as an audio interface device with your computer, so there's that. So keep that in mind. I don't expect this to be any different from the one that came with the TCTEC. It also comes with headphones. These are cheap headphones. They are just meant to, provide some listening to your audio recordings. So pretty standard. They look and feel very cheap. Actually, the ones in this one were a little bit better. So the ones in this one look more like the Apple AirPods, except also in color black. So I really don't have any high expectations with the sound quality on these ones. Although these ones do look better, it didn't sound too great, but they are meant for voice listening only anyway. So I don't think that really matters. Now we do get a tiny user manual, and I'm going to just flip this away. So very straightforward manual. Let's see, it's, from what I can tell, is exactly the same as this one in terms of configuration. You change a file that's called 𝚾𝙭𝙨𝙚𝙚𝙚𝙯.txt, which is how you configure this device. You can set the sensitivity of the voice, your time zone, and there's a tricky way to set the time, but it's kind of straightforward. Well, it's both tricky and straightforward once you get the hang of it. And you can set the gain, you can set the amount of time that each file will be in terms of duration. So the thing is that this recorder is recording all the time as soon as you turn it on. So it's going to segment your recording files, and you set here how long you want each file to be. So as far as I remember, the default is 15 minutes, but you can change it to any time that any duration that you want in minutes. So I think the minimum would be like 1 minute. All right, so that's it. Pretty straightforward. And again, yeah, this confirms that there is no LED. And we also get a USB-A female to USB-C dongle adapter, so you can use this included cable with any type of port that you have on your computer. All right, so what do you think about the sound quality? I think I have to listen to it first, so I'm just going to cut to my conclusions on this device and give you my thoughts, right? But as far as the quality is concerned, it feels really nice. It is discrete. It looks like an external SSD, actually. In a way, I think it is, because it does have onboard memory, but it also has a recorder. So yeah, it feels very nice, very high quality. But if I'm being honest, I like this one better, the keychain style. I was a lot more impressed with the build quality and the included components on this one. So there's that. I still can recommend this one, of course, if you really don't want the keychain style. This one looks just as good, to be honest. You can keep it on your pocket, you can just lay it on your desk, or whatever creative way you want to keep your recorder near you. This would actually be a very good way to keep voice notes. So if you want to, keep track of your thoughts or ideas, just take it out of your pocket, turn it on, speak whatever you want to speak, and then you turn it off. Okay, so I'm going to do that just now. Okay, so I'm back to just my dynamic microphone, and I'm going to listen to this and give you my thoughts. So this is the TinyTech Voice Recorder, and it is tiny. Okay, so after having listened to the recording, I gotta say that the quality is as expected. This is a voice recorder, hence the quality is expected to be good enough for voice capturing. You're not going to capture any singing or any music or any, different types of applications in terms of sound frequencies. So what you need is the voice to be able to be heard as clearly as possible, and I believe that this device does the trick. Now, I did notice a few things. For example, there is a lot of handling noise, so it's not something that you should have in your hand, or at least not moving it around. As long as you hold it without rubbing your fingers on it, you should be fine. And that kind of makes me wonder if having it in your pocket would cause a lot of noise because of all the rubbing on the device in your pocket. So your best bet would be to just put it somewhere on a table or a chair, or any other surface where you're not going to be touching it, you're not going to be bumping on your desk or whatever place you decide to put it on. So there's that. I did make a mistake, however, in the terms of the LED. It does have a visual cue or an LED telling you when the device is on, and the thing is that it only flashes as soon as you turn it on. Then there's first a flash of one color, then a flash of red, if it is on a permanent recording, or a flash of blue if it's on a voice-activated recording. So it does have a visual cue. It's just that it turns off like 3 seconds after you flick the switch. So it's very discreet in that manner. So if you need a voice recorder, a tiny one that looks good and works pretty well, I think this is a very good option. Again, personally, I like the keychain style better, but that's subjective. All right. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, may God bless you all.